Hello, my friends. How are you tonight? Look at all these cool people in the chat. Oh my goodness. For the first 3 minutes, I'm just going to shout everybody out. So if you are watching the replay, go ahead and skip to the 3-minute mark. Look at all you fine people in here. Lori's Thrifty Kitchen Pantry. Happy Saturday to everybody. Nate Dampier's in the house. Pauline Parker got a notification this time. And so I'm really glad about that. You know, old YouTube throws me a bone every now and then. Let's see. Oh my goodness, you guys have been chatting. Hi, Amy, USMC. Welcome to the chat. Okay, Sven, hello from Norway. My goodness, I am so glad you are here. And tonight we're going to be talking about the triple virus threat and also the medical system collapsing and being kind of overwhelmed. So we've got Sally, who's your prepping nurse, in the house. I just clicked show. There we go. I got a mouse, y'all. Okay. And Lori, thank you for reminding everybody that super chats do go to the troops. Let's see. Tony, hi. How are you? How's your kitty cat doing? I hope a lot better. Hello, Michelle Salazar. I am so excited to see you. Let's see. Uncle Al in the house, got the Dutch oven out and making some beef stew tonight. That sounds amazing. It's cold here in Florida tonight. Michael O'Brien, hello from Central Florida. Glad you made it to the live chat. Blessed Mama in the house tonight. Lynn Stalker and Heather, welcome. Aphrodite, hello. Let's see. Thank you, Aphrodite, for posting your home remedy because I'm going to be using that in my video for Wednesday. So tonight we're going to be talking about collapsing medical system. John H., welcome. Let's see. Florida Glitz, so glad you're here. Texas Jan, hi, Shelby. Oh, hey, Billy, how you doing tonight? Let's see. Who else is up in here? Hi, Glenn. Oh, thank you so much. Yes, Merry Christmas to everybody, to the friends and family. Let's see. Teresa's house is folding laundry. You know what? I'm perfect to fold laundry too. Let's just be real. Get that laundry folded, girl. Hello, everybody from Virginia. Hopefully my internet stays. Oh my goodness, Sherry. Yes, I was having technical difficulties last week. It is 8:03. Let's jump right into it. I want you to start popping in your chat your medical stories from recently, whether it's a pharmacy shortage, whether it is a, story of waiting or whatever it is. I want you to pop it up in the chat. Doesn't matter if it's you or if it is somebody else. Hello, I am awake in the house. All right. Hi, Michelle Moon. Okay. So getting started, I printed out this article from Boston University about how the triple threat of viruses is going across the United States right now. And this seems to be kind of one of the more balanced articles that I saw. A lot of the articles seem to kind of focus on the hokey pokey and doing other things. And this guy actually seems to kind of know what he's talking about. And it came from Boston University, which is not a traditional media outlet. So I really chose carefully. Oh, Orlando Prepper's here. Hey. So a surge of respiratory viruses continues to sweep the country amid a holiday season in full swing and few to no measures in place for any kind of like lockdowns or anything like that. And I'm really glad for that. The start of winter is just days away. And this was written on the 17th of, that's today, the 17th. The tripledemic of influenza, the big C19, and respiratory I'm not even going to try that, syncytial virus, RSV, completely overwhelmed many pediatric and adult hospitals, disrupted attendance at school, daycare, and work, and left many families feeling weary and anxious about how their loved ones are going to stay safe from repeated sicknesses, particularly in the colder months, that drive people indoors and create a more, an ideal condition for viruses to spread. The surge in illness is not only occurring at higher rates this year, but well ahead of the traditional seasonal spike. RSV cases are as much as 60% higher than the virus's peak in 2021, and flu hospitalizations are at the highest they've been in a decade. My goodness, that right there is pretty, that's pretty telling. RSV is common. I used to work in a big, huge daycare that had like 150 kids, and we had RSV go around every year. And the kids, you know, they would get sick. Some would go to the hospital. Some of them would just be sick. Let's see. So in optimistic news, the CDC, which, you know, take that for what it's worth, noted recently that RSV cases appear to be peaking in some parts of the country, including the South. But the virus is still spreading, of course. And, you know, they wanted to stress hand hygiene, which is a super important. And this guy actually seems to think that masks are not the answer, which I kind of agree with. People need to be able to breathe air. So it's hard to overemphasize how important social and structural factors are in disease transmission. Respiratory viruses love it when we get close together, and they love it when air circulation is poor and they can concentrate on indoor spaces. If we think of our early efforts, yeah, and he's talking about when back in 2020 when everybody went on lockdowns and all that. They're effective, but not sustainable, he says, in the long run. And he's right. So let's see. RSV, some RSV seasons are worse than others, it says here, but that's a complicated answer. And the most important and very important factor to consider is herd immunity. What proportion of our population is already immune? And then the important element is the constant addition of new individuals into a population, such as newborn babies who are very susceptible to RSV. So they're kind of downplaying the C19 this year and seeing more cases of RSV and flu. So that's interesting. Then he goes on to talk about how worried are you about the surges and the continued burden on hospitals in the weeks and months to come? Ooh, thank you, Michelle, for putting the word story. If you guys could do that, that would be amazing. It's a major challenge, says this guy, Gill, Christopher Gill, professor of global health at Boston University. Can you see him? I don't know. There he is. There we go. Okay. Gill says it's a major challenge. We design our hospitals in anticipation of typical need in little quotation marks, but a certain degree to surge capacity. But now we're experiencing a lot of surge and finding when it exceeds capacity in many cases. Pediatric ICUs are filling up and ERs are overwhelmed by patients. It's not limited to hospital capacity because we're seeing shortages of common antibiotics such as amoxicillin due almost entirely to increased demand. Some justified due to increased rates of ear infections, for example, that may be indirectly or directly caused by infections such as RSV. Some shortages are not justified. We tend to overprescribe antibiotics for viral infections. At the same time, there are massive shortages in pediatric formulations for Tylenol, ibuprofen, both of which are used to manage achy and feverish kids in the community. And Canada is also having the same problem as the United States. So that is a big thing that I'm going to be talking about on Wednesday in my new video is like home remedies and home ways to bolster your immune system before you get sick, and then ways to combat simple symptoms at home. I'm not talking about if you can't breathe, if your oxygen is, going really low or whatever. I'm not a doctor, but I am a mom, and I am a certified pharmacy technician. I do work in the functional medicine space, although my name is not on any door, but I'm a mom, and I just want everybody to have those home remedies in their pockets just in case, so that we can keep people from getting sicker and also having to be exposed to some, hospital type things. And I see some stories in the chat. Let's just go back because I saw USMC put okay, so Lori says, I can't get theophylline, which is a heart medication. I was on theophylline one time. Where'd it go? But I'm using it to keep my thyroid working and have not been able to get it. Man, Lori, I am sorry about that. Let's see. And that is dangerous. A lot of people with asthma take theophylline as well, and it is not good if they can't get it. USMC put something about her mom here. Okay. I see it. I see part of it. Oh, you guys are chatting and I love it. Sorry. Okay. So here's Amy. They wouldn't take out her garbage. Let's see. Here we go. My mom lives in a retirement community. She gets some assistance with meals and help with bathing. She tested positive for the Corellware virus. They wouldn't even take out her garbage because it was contaminated. I had to go almost every day and clean for her and take out her garbage, plus the other stuff we already pay for. Oh my gosh, she wasn't even sick. She's financially stable, so she pays out of pocket for this. Holy bananas. We got to say a prayer for your mom. That is crazy. I know my father is in an assisted living facility in New Hampshire, and he has tested positive for the Corellware virus 2 different times, and wasn't particularly sick either time. The Illinois CDC is to blame. If my mom had influenza way, arguably worse, she would not have been quarantined and they would have picked up her garbage. I'm so sorry, Amy. That's just crazy. So we're going to focus on making sure that we are, bolstering your immune system. I'm going to have a community post later on in the week talking about your home remedies, which I'm super excited to chat with everybody about in the community post. So if you've got your medical nonsense stories, get them up here. My grandkids have been out of school for more than a week with flu and RSV. Holy smokes, that's not good. Okay. Tony says, I am using the mask again and washing hands constantly. Oh my gosh. I know it just seems to be maybe that this winter is going to be an issue, and hopefully in the spring we'll get some relief. Child of God, be happy and be warm, be happy, be healthy, and know you are loved. I love that. The air in my house is wicked clean because I have over 50 plants. Wow, what a green thumb you have. Okay, story from Michelle Moon. Hubby had trouble getting high blood pressure meds in the amount the insurance wanted us to get at once, the kind hubby isn't allergic to. It took switching pharmacies and a week of arguing. Oh my goodness. I'm hearing from a lot of my friends that still work in pharmacy that they're having massive problems getting everything. Oh my gosh, I just realized I still have my apron on. I just made the most delicious pork chops. They were so good. They won't be this Monday. They'll be next Monday on the Biggs Homestead Kitchen. They're so yummy. School nurse said that children are doing so poorly this year because of masks and lockdowns that damage their immune systems. And I can imagine that it's also damaging their performance from not being in school and being, remote schooled. And remote school is different than homeschool. Let's just get that straight. Here we go. Hi, Karen. Thank you for popping in. The first 8 minutes, we just really did some shout outs, and I read a little bit out of the article. The article is already linked in the description box below. Think Mirror. Oh, I like that name. We all have RSV here and are taking it slow. My daughter had RSV as an infant and we used a neb. Don't go into the hospital. I'm hearing stories from a lot of people that basically it's hard to get a room at a hospital. They're in the hallways in the hospital, waiting hours and hours and hours in the hospitals just to get seen by any kind of medical professional. I think the whole mask thing is a joke, says Katie. I worked in home health with a stem cell transplant recipient. The doctor made it very clear to touch the mask twice, taking it on and off more than actually more germs. True. And RSV, the cold, the common cold, flu, they can all come in through your eyes. So even if you're wearing a mask, you can still get the virus particles in your eyes. So it's some people really believe in it, but science is a little different than, that. My husband has diabetes, cancer, and kidney failure. We may have to stay away from family this Christmas to be on the safe side. I am so sorry to hear that. I am awake, but you got to do what you got to do to keep your family, to keep them healthy. Oh, thank you, Orlando Prepper, for reminding people to like the chat. It does help. Okay. Aphrodite, in Toronto, there's no children's Tylenol anywhere. Kids' ERs are closing their doors. When my daughter came down for Thanksgiving, we stocked her up on Tylenol and told her to tell no one. I don't blame you. And Sun and Prepper One had a story today about a man who was sending stuff to his daughter because thankfully he had stocked up and he was actually mailing it to her. Tammy Hughes says, Ozempic is on back order. I use it for diabetes and not weight loss. A lot of diabetic medications are on back order. Let me get a little sip here. Okay, Andrea's Rural Kitchen says, my son's doctor needed to see him for ADHD med checkup after only 3 months. The plan was 6 months. I needed to get it ASAP so we could get refills. I think the hospital is just getting, yeah. So a lot of states, because I'm a pharmacy technician, a lot of states have very specific rules about ADHD medication and control medications, how often you have to be seen in the office and all that. My son couldn't get amoxicillin for his kids with strep throat. I cannot imagine. I am thankful right now that I don't have small children because I probably would not let them out of the house. Hi, Tammy Hughes. Welcome. Okay. Yeah, I've seen several people mention not being able to find stuff. Oh, it's Sherry in the Ozarks. I just checked out some of your videos today. Take your vitamin D, C, zinc, iron, 100% juice. Stay away from wearing face masks. Yeah, so I agree with you on the D, C, and zinc and the iron for sure. Oh, Andrea put some elderberries in her Amazon cart. That is awesome. So we got some elderberry tea. And Mr. B was feeling like a little run down the other night. So I made him just a cup warm, not hot, warm elderberry tea with some raw honey in it. And I rubbed his feet with a salve of essential oils, rubbed it all over his face and his chest. He went to bed, woke up in the morning, felt great. But I did make him go to bed early. So that was good too. But sleep is such a key factor in staying well. Chris Tickner story went to the urgent care for post-cold asthma and had to wait 3.5 hours. See, this is what I'm talking about. That is the exact reason why we asked Mr. B's doctor to refill his asthma medication and get fresh refills on everything, which I'm hearing there's a shortage on asthma medication as well. So make sure that if you need asthma meds that you are getting them, get your refills and get them in your hands. We got nebulizer meds and a rescue inhaler for his work, just in case he gets into trouble. Michelle J., I was at the store just a couple days ago, and the OTC meds seem to be well stocked so far. That is awesome. I was at Walmart on Friday, and it was so odd, but they had a display of Tylenol, Advil, and like Advil sinus, Advil cold, Tylenol sinus in the area where the eggs are. It was, you know how Walmart is like milk and then juice and then eggs and the little crescent roll things, and they have the little coolers in the middle. It was just sitting there, and it did not belong there. It was very strange. It was really well stocked though. I don't know why it was just sitting there, unless they have too much Christmas stuff over on the other side of the store. Yeah, Southern Pepper One has mentioned several times, boots on the ground, that amoxicillin seems to be, short on stuff. Okay. Praise God, not bragging. 5 years, not even a cold. I'm 59. Haven't had a shot in 17 years. Keep my home cool, refuse meds. God has made many amazing. Oh, that's nice, Karen. I'm so happy for you. Oh, Nene, that's right. Your husband is just getting over the flu. Put him flat down for over a week. I'm really bolstering Mr. B's immune system because he does have like sickness-induced asthma. Usually if he gets sick, that's it. Those lungs get twitchy and he cannot breathe. So that is dangerous for him. We have to keep him well so that we can, keep him on his feet. I take a pill called On Guard by doTERRA. Yeah, that's awesome. I'm relying heavily on fresh garlic and ginger too. I love On Guard. We put that in our diffusers at work, actually, all the time. Okay. Oh yeah. I've never had one of those. So yeah. I agree with you, Tony. If everybody can read that, I'm not gonna say it out loud because I don't want YouTube to do anything crazy to me. Okay, let's see. Oh, Prepping by Faith is here. Hi, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. And Lee is here too. Lee went out on a date with his wife. I love that. And Lee and I are going to do a home remedy live soon. I've got to talk to him. Oh, Karen, thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate that. That sends a box to the troops. So as soon as my son gets his next address, I'll be able to send him a bunch of stuff, including the hats made by Lori from Lori's Thrifty kitchen pantry. Hi, Katie. I'm glad that you're here. Okay, USMC. I added elderberry tea to my Amazon order. We do raw honey with lemon and cinnamon in moringa tea with fire cider. Oh my goodness. Amy, make sure you leave that when I put the community post up because I'm going to shout people out in my video. I'll probably put that community post up tomorrow because I want to do the video on Wednesday. Hi, Titan Preparedness. Welcome, welcome. Fuzz Fork. Hi, how are you? Okay. So let's see, ban everything. I caught something at my Thursday doctor visit. Symptoms started this evening, feel bad, runny nose. Oh my gosh, I am so sorry to hear that. It definitely is a risk when you're going into a medical facility of any kind, or really any facility of any kind at this point, because you don't know who's being seen, for whatever it is. Also use woolly lamb's ear before we consider an antibiotic. That's really good. That's a good tip. Oh, yes, for the moringa. Yeah, so we tried to grow a moringa tree, but it died. So let's see. Oh, I was looking up Whorehound, would love more ideas off those lines. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll include some of those in my video on Wednesday because it's almost time for win of the week. So if you guys want to start popping your wins of the week up, I would love to see them. So we need to put some more Whorehound ideas. Perfect. So let's see. They're kind of talking about an RSV hokey pokey, which I'm not personally going to take because I cannot take any pokes at all ever. I had a reaction when I was 15, so I don't qualify for those. Let's see. So everybody's definitely concerned about the hospitals being overrun with all of this sickness. I will tell you that in September, my father-in-law was injured at his workplace. He had a piece of metal go up into his cheek, in between the inside of his cheek and the outside. It was about 7 centimeters long, and it's still in his face. It's been 3 months. He's been to 2 different doctors. He got back to my house from the emergency room. He still had blood all over his face, blood all over his shirt, and they did nothing for him. They stuck him 4 times and tried to get an IV in him. They couldn't do it. They had no antibiotics at the hospital. He went and got antibiotics at the no painkillers. So my mother-in-law took the prescription to CVS. This was in September. They had no antibiotics and no painkillers for him. So when he got to my house, I have a picture of it on my phone. I'll place it up on the community page tonight. Let me remind myself of that. So he came to my house, blood all over him. They didn't even give him an ice pack for his face. So I was floored and horrified, peas on the face immediately. It had been hours and he hadn't had anything to eat at all. So made him like a protein shake with some peanut butter in it to at least get some, food into him, some calories. He has a history of high blood pressure. He was just whacked out. The pharmacy had to order everything. It was in the next day, thankfully, because the antibiotic shortage wasn't that bad. But we had, natural painkillers, natural things, because we don't do painkillers here at the Biggs house, to at least get him calmed down and get him something. Thankfully, I had some fish antibiotics here at the house, so I was able to start him on something because the metal was dirty that went up into his face, and it's literally still there 3 months later. But I'm not going to say that the nurses didn't take care of him well, but they're so overwhelmed that somebody with a piece of metal in their face got less treatment than somebody who was triaged in a different, maybe they got hit by a car or something. I don't really know. I'm seeing some comments I wanted to pop up. Heather says, I'm worried about the RSV rise. My oldest had RSV when he was 2.5 months old, and he was air-flighted to Shands. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, Shands is the place to go, man. They know what they're doing. Don't go to the hospital. Sick people are there. Just kidding. No, you don't have to be. Just kidding. I have my kids take elderberry gummies. We've had some yuckies, and I don't want to be sick. That's super smart. I have I just read that one. I read that dairy products and corn increase mucus. The article said stay away from them if you are sick. I would agree with that. I would agree with that. Home remedy from Michelle. Homeopathic Naturum. Okay. Relieves bronchial irritation worsened by humidity. Oh, nice. Okay. So I'm not going to say the C word, but if you want to leave that on the community page, I'll put that up tomorrow. Keep peppermint extract on hand. I use it in a mug of boiling water. Just sniff it. Don't drink it. The hot steam and peppermint really do well on sinus issues. That is one of my big hacks for being sick is I boil a pot of water, and as hot as I can stand it, I put a towel over my head and some essential oils in the pot and just breathe it in. It's so wonderful. It's very relaxing, number one. And number two, it just helps to naturally get rid of all the yuck in your eustachian tubes and in your sinuses. It's so wonderful. Oh, Karen's got a win of the week. It was a real win. I won a freedom garden from Autumn's backyard. I never won anything. I'm going to take it to Illinois when I move in March. I love it. Karen, that's awesome. There's a community post up right now on the channel for win of the week. If you want to pop that on there, I'll give you a shout out tomorrow when I do the wrap up. Last month, doTERRA had On Guard and Breathe. Wow, that is really good. Their Breathe is really, really good. After my surgery, I did the digestion to get that gas from the anesthesia out. I swear, it was a lifesaver. Hawthorn berry and hibiscus tea for high blood pressure. Hey, that's awesome. I love hibiscus. We have a lot of different hibiscus teas. I know. He was shocked, and he has continued. Like my father-in-law, Mr. B's husband, Mr. B's dad is one of the best people I've ever met in my life, and he did not deserve to be treated that way. Okay, so I got to pop the community post tonight. That's tonight, Saturday, and then tomorrow is going to be the home remedies. Sunday home remedies. Love that. Okay. Oh my gosh, wins of the week. Okay, this is my favorite part of being a YouTuber, y'all. And make sure you post these on the community post so that I can get your shout out for you tomorrow when I do the wrap up. Michelle Flo, win of the week. Canned green beans, corn, 39 cents each with limit of 12 and a pound of bacon for $1.99 each, limit 3. You know I'd have been stocking up to the limit on those deals. I love it. Miss Tinklebinkle. Okay, I love that name. Win of the week, bought Hormel bacon, $1.99 pack, limit 3. I wonder if you and Michelle went to the same store. Hey, Double D, I am really glad to see you tonight. Dawn has some awesome videos. Can't remember when that happened. Oh, okay. Ban everything. I'm taking elderberry blends with all sorts of immune boosting herbs and supplements, including zinc and selenium. Oh, NAC, that's good. And also C and D. Good for you. Okay, win of the week, Michelle Moon, 10 pounds of chicken thighs and legs for $3.90 with no limits. I'm putting them in jars when they thaw. I think I saw that on the community page, and I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Oh, yeah, Hy-Vee. I wish we had one of those. My goodness, that's some good deals. Win of the week for Katie, 12 pints of sweet potatoes and 5 pints of pork. That is awesome. I don't know if I saved Mr. B's life, but I definitely know I was on the way home going, you better get to my house right now. He was so dehydrated and wore out. I felt so bad for him. Immediately, I was like, get the blood off of him and get him a clean shirt because that is not fair. That just wasn't fair. A lot of times I beat the cold or flu in 24 hours, but you never know nowadays. I'm telling you, you don't. These new things, I don't even know where they're coming from. It used to be you'd have a cold for about 3 days, and now they just seem to hang on forever. Win of the week. I won a really nice fleece-lined soft blanket at our office Christmas party tonight. Oh, that's nice. Lori, what a great pick-me-up for this cold weather we're having. My gosh, I heard it's supposed to be like 30s in the morning. Yikes. Stay out of Walmart, then you won't catch any illness. Well, I don't know about just specifically Walmart. I think they have the same viruses at Target and Publix and all the other places too. Hey, Kendra, I was over on your channel today. I think that your Christmas tree is really beautiful. Nene says zinc is my best friend. Zinc is amazing. And most people in the United States are zinc deficient. Reminds me I have to make elderberry syrup. You know, I was watching some videos on elderberry syrup today, and that's a good thing to have. Win of the week from Aphrodite, Sugardale ham, $1.45 with $35 in groceries, 2 hams for Aldi's, and found almond flour, got 5 bags. Hey, I love that. Love that. I did get 2 hams this week. That's going to be my personal win of the week. You know what, y'all? I got 2 hams this week, and then I was looking through the meat to see if there was any markdowns, and I found 2 big packs of hamburger markdown too. I'll take it. Okay, so many pressure points to relieve lung and sinus issues. You're absolutely correct. There are. And I have a whole book on acupressure, not acupuncture, acupressure that I use regularly. Win of the week from Sherry, took some stuff to the mission and left with a box of green stuff for the bunnies and the chickens that they were getting ready to throw out. Hey, that is a win. I love it. Hi, Justin. Welcome. I don't know if I've ever seen you before. I'm really glad that you said hi. Let's see. Blackberry patches have huge elderberry mini trees. It grows everywhere. Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. We have some wild blackberries right down the street from our house, and I wish there was some elderberries in there. Justin scored spiral ham for $1.79 a pound. Wow, because I paid $2.29 for spiral hams, and I was still okay with it. Dawn says, our little grocery store has the same deal on chicken. Gonna get some more chicken canned up. I think that you definitely should. With all of the culling that's been going on this week for chickens, I know that a lot of chickens that are going to be born in the next few months or weeks or what have you are going to be saved as egg-laying chickens and not slaughtered for us to eat. I scored some roadkill. Hey, you know what? I have whole videos on my other channel about roadkill deer, so I'm not proud. I will eat a roadkill deer in a heartbeat. Just ran across your site and live video from Puxatawney, Pennsylvania. I think I can learn a lot from your channel. Well, welcome, Sharon. We have an awesome community here. I have the greatest mods for my lives, and I enjoy the fact that you're here. I have another channel too called the Biggs Homestead Kitchen, where we cook out of our prepper pantry every week and do meal planning and stuff like that. So I'm so glad you're here. Welcome, welcome. Let's see. Oh, that's a good question. Can anyone find Zicam zinc spray? Used to be my go-to, but I can't find it anymore. You know what? I need to put that on my list. I don't know if I have any Zicam right now. Zicam. Look at y'all making me take some notes up in here. I love it. Let's see. Heather says, I wound up with the big C 2 times. I have something called long haulers now. Now, that's something that we're seeing a lot in the medical practice where I work right now. Still having problems when I was sick. Yeah. So I know a person who actually is a perfectly healthy 40-year-old male. And he actually went to the emergency room the other night with AFib because he has complications in his heart from COVID. So I said the C word. So very interesting, very interesting. Shortages everywhere, but they'll have plenty of crickets to go around. Well, I would rather not eat crickets. Oh my goodness, yes. Let's remember about blackstrap molasses. Making a note, strap molasses. When I was a little girl, we used to drink that in the wintertime. We lived in Maine up by Canada, and my grandmother used to have us drink blackstrap molasses in hot water before we went to bed at night. And she grew up during the Depression, so that was one of the things that her mother used on her. They drank a teaspoon or a tablespoon of blackstrap molasses in water at night to keep them from getting rickets and also to keep them from getting anemic. Yeah, I guess that's what they had. If you have a Food Lion near you, ham 99 cents a pound with a $35 purchase. You know, I was really hoping that Winn-Dixie was going to do that for Christmas, and they did not. In fact, I didn't think that they had ham on sale for $1.49, but at my Winn-Dixie, they didn't have any of those hams, and I was going for the spiral anyway for $2.29 a pound. So, Oh, Katie, if you haven't heard of long haulers, you need to look that up for sure, because you'll know somebody who has it. Win of the week, 2 hams for 97 cents a pound, 10 packs of little sausages that I broke down into small packs, and cereal to stock up for the grandkids. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Oh yeah, the neti pots. Yes, 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 yes. Let me use that in my video. Neti pots. Love that. And the steam too, the nasal. Make sure you're using distilled water in those, for real. If you're using tap water, you may want to make sure that you're researching properly what you are putting up in your nose. Oh, okay. So Dawn says Kroger has Zicam, and USMC says Zicam at Meijer. Let's see. Check your local Hispanic stores for meat deals, rice, and dried beans. My local store had 25-pound or 20-pound bags of rice for $8.99. That's a good deal. That is a good deal, and a good tip too. People are often deficient in magnesium and iodine plus K2 and MK7, so they need to discuss with their doctors and get advice about them. Discuss with your doctor before you start anything. I'm not a medical professional. I am not anything. I'm not a doctor. I am not anything. My name is on no doors. I am nope. I'm just a mom and somebody who does a lot of research. That's what I am. Hey, Aphrodite, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you. Next Saturday, I will be reading the messages to the troops with Mr. B, and we'll have some hot cocoa and sit by the tree, and we will read those out loud for the troops. What are some natural antibiotics that I can get? Okay, Sharon, so I'm going to be talking about natural remedies on Wednesday in my video. So I'll be talking about things to bolster your immune system and then some natural antibiotics as well. You want to make sure that you're being careful with using natural antibiotics in case you actually need real medical intervention. Amazon sells Zicam too. Okay, well, guess what's going in my cart, y'all? Long haulers are over-the-road truck drivers. Okay. Hey, Michelle, how are you? I am so glad to see you. Okay. Oh, my mother gave molasses for anemia in the early 60s. Apparently, it was very popular back then. It's really good for children. That's what she used to tell us as we had to drink it in front of her. I mean, I didn't really mind, and I actually tend to run anemic all the way through my whole life up until like last month. Oh, look at this, Justin. Boiling orange peel and breathing in the steam, it'll break up seriously bad congestion. That is wonderful to know. I love it. Oh, I love that you're relaxing. I like that. Oh, I see a super chat. Okay, let's see. I'm just going to run down through. Oh, it's Joanna the singer. Hi. That's what happened to me when I got the C word in September of 2021, the AFib thing. Meds, cardio versions did little, so I had cardiac ablation. And I'm hearing more and more clients coming in saying I had a cardiac ablation, you know, in either 2021 or recently due to that. So it's something that's definitely happening to people. And this person like works out. He's a super healthy person who has never really, you know, never in a wildest dreams would have expected that to happen. Better than what my dad's mom used to do. She would mix, oh, that's a very popular old remedy, a tablespoon of kerosene with the tapped sugar and have them drink it for a cough. And they also used to take that for worms. They would give, don't do that. Do not do that. We have modern things now. You do not need to take kerosene for worms or for anything. No. Nope. Well, Kendra, we don't mind if you spell badly. We're just glad that you're here. So you can actually leave a message for the troops on this video. You can leave a message. You can leave a message anywhere on my channel. I would love that. I think, why don't we do that Thursday? Why don't I put the Thursday post, community post? Thursday messages. Okay, got it. Let's see. Oh, Michelle, no, it's not. It's not too late for us to send a message to the troops. No. Okay, so they took down my son's, just a little update, took down my son's address. So we're not able to send anything. And he said, Mama, what are we going to do about the messages? Because that's our favorite part. We need that. And I said, you know what? I'm going to take them out and I'm going to read them all on YouTube and I'll put up a video. And he said, no one's going to watch that. And I said, I don't matter. It doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter because you're going to watch it. Whenever you get to a spot where you can have some internet, you'll watch it. And he said, but Mama, what if you cry? And I said, well, then everyone's going to cry along with me. So it's going to be okay. And we'll all just sit and cry together. It'll be good. Okay. Thank you, Sharon. I am really glad that you got all the notifications. I'm going to cry right now. Oh, that kid. All right. The best herbal antibiotics and not a doctor, onion, garlic, oregano. Oregano oil is fantastic. Dawn says, put blackstrap molasses in my coffee in the morning now. It's good. You know what? I got to try that. I only drink coffee 2 times a week, but molasses in coffee. Yeah, I like molasses. Okay, let's see. Oh my gosh, you guys have the best. And you know what? Oh my gosh, there they are. Can some mod get that X-Girls thing, please? Horrifying. That is disgusting. I am very sorry. Thank you, Justin, for being here. Super glad that you were in the chat tonight. Come back and see us next Saturday. I got 2 spiral hams at Target today in Lakeland for 99 cents a pound. It rang in at $1.29, but my phone on their website, it did say 99 cents. Well, I hope that they got you your proper pricing. Let's see. Things like vitamin K supplements can thin the blood, so it's important to be sure with your doctor. Exactly. We keep saying that. Make sure with your doctor that you are doing what you're supposed to be doing and not messing up anything that they've done for you. Mama Natural and Beyond. Okay, writing that one down. Thank you so much for sharing that, Amy. We'll have to go check her out. Used to put brown sugar. Tastes good. I'll try the molasses. Why not? That's right. Why not? I used throat spray when I have a bad cough. It numbs the throat and eases the cough. Okay, Mama. You know what? They used to have that when I was a kid. What do they call that? Chloroseptic? Yeah, I remember that. It was pretty crazy. It makes me, for whatever the reason, think of Chicken and Stars Soup and Bob Barker. Okay, so I'm going to read some Win of the Weeks from the community page, which thank you all for jumping into the community pages and being so active when I'm not having a video. And let's just run over to the community page and grab the Win of the Week. Okay, Little Miss Apocalypse. This time last year, I love this one. This time last year, my son was a homeless Marine left in San Diego after he got out. Now he's employed with a house and he got a Jeep yesterday. That's our win, and we are so proud. You know what? I'm proud too. Sits and Giggles Win of the Week. Canned vegetables, 39 cents each with no limits. Had 3 food boxes to fill for families. So I was able to do that and planned them. Let's see. Ham, 79 cents a pound. Turkey, 89 cents a pound. So I'll include one of those in the boxes as well. And we got one for each. Using ham to can up some bean and ham soup, and the turkey will get canned for the shelf. So when I was super poor, back when I first got divorced, my little boys were 10 and 8. We got a box every month from the church, and the Thanksgiving box was over the top. I pinched that turkey so hard. We ate off that turkey for a whole month, the 3 of us, and I was so thankful and grateful. And then our Christmas box had a ham in it, and I used that ham up so much. Oh my gosh. It was amazing. So for that, I say thank you. And I have done many boxes in my time to other people now because it's best to pay for it when you receive a blessing like that. Megan Donahue found 10 boxes of free kitty litter online and saved myself $80. They even gave me dog stairs for my Chihuahua. Wow. The goddamn bacon. It's the name of his channel, I swear. And he's super funny. He's always over with prepping with Sarge. Got my car back up and running. No mechanic in the area thought it could be. Took almost 2 months and exhausted most of my savings, but I'm back in business. I had to engineer a solution to get that done. And that's coming. You know, a lot of people are having to, like, we call it redneck engineer stuff. Andrea's Rural Kitchen. 3 snow days this week, so I made cookies. I made unpaper towels, and I got all of my rags washed. I got 2 gallons of chicken stock and baked chocolate cookies. Wow, she's been busy. Angela Bray completed all of her checkups and doctor's appointments this week. All of her prescriptions were renewed and got 90-day refills on everything. And I preach that all the time. If you need to make a doctor's appointment, do it and get it out of the way. All right. So let's, Karen says that Manuka honey is good for all things sickness. Let's see. So thankful. Found counters on clearance at Lowe's. Saved $200, which is such a blessing. Michelle, I am so glad you finally got a win, girl, because you deserve it. You deserve it. All right. Let's see. Sherry says, I take elderberry when I remember. If I feel a tickle in my throat, I spray with colloidal silver. Wow. That's really good. We have colloidal silver in the prepper pantry medicine chest. Yeah, being poor is a state of mind. Being broke is a temporary situation. It was definitely a pull your bootstraps moment, because I didn't end up staying that way. Now we are very, very blessed, but we worked hard to get here. I love to roast large pumpkin chunks in the oven and sprinkle with brown sugar and pumpkin spices, then put real butter on it. Lots of free pumpkins everywhere at Halloween, and it's delicious. And the seeds are really good too. I always feed the seeds to my chickens for parasites, because they are very, very healthy for chickens, all the guts and the seeds. Glenn Anderson, who is in the chat, said, got my menorah dusted off and ready for the first night of Hanukkah this Sunday. Picked up everything I needed to make the latkes. Is it latkes or It's latkes, isn't it? Well, anyway, Glenn, happy Hanukkah. Allison Sanders, use my mom, sisters, and my coupons to get weekly digital deals at Kroger. 15 bags of chocolate chips, 15 bags of pasta, 15 jars of spaghetti sauce, 15 pounds of butter. And instead of ordering pizza out for usual Friday, I made a big pot of chili and ate it twice. A family of 8. I used canned tomato, beef, and beans. You know, that's one thing I was talking about over on my other channel when I was shooting the video tonight with the pork chops, was that, you know, a lot of the times those Saturday night pizza is gone. That's a thing of the past for us, for sure. I mean, it never really was a thing because we don't eat regular pizza, but like going out to eat, it's over for us. Teresa's house. Went to the range today and practiced with my 2A thingy, and I kicked butt and I learned a lot. Oops, what happened? Vacuum sealed packs of little sausages. Oh, Tammy was in the chat tonight too. Holly, several wins this week. I got some high value coupons in the mail, so I get to extreme coupon next week. And she had a very happy birthday. Got the ingredients to make my own lip balms and lotions. That's super good. Mastered baking cinnamon rolls with only shelf-stable ingredients. I'll be right over. Got a batch of free body wash and shampoo in the mail. Wow. Let's see. There's all kinds in here. Who's your prepping nurse? Oh, she's talking about her mom. Her mom's dog passed away, and that's super sad. I know we lost our beautiful dog Banjo in 2020, right at Christmas time. Boo Boo battled the flu and won. And then I asked her what her secret was, and she said Theraflu, because it was all that she had in the house, and she did not want to go out and make a trip to the store. So that was really good. Okay. Oh, Justin's back. Okay. Michelle says, I keep colloidal silver by the gallon for everything, and I love it. We've used colloidal silver on a bunch of things, but I never thought about using it as a throat spray, and now I'm in. Yeah, so the Meta Honey, is great for cuts and burns. Keep it in my cabinet for open wounds and burns. So Mr. B has had open cuts and wounds and things like that in the past, and we actually use beeswax. We take the raw honey and put it on there and then wrap beeswax and then wrap it loosely. Works like a charm. Works like a charm. You can, okay. So they're talking about blood thinners and greens and stuff like that. I'll try to see if I can get the live chat to post with this so you guys can read it. Never really enjoyed eating out at most restaurants. They use too much salt. Here's the other thing. With the produce being so sketchy lately and meats being like just in time right before they go bad, and then the quality is so low and just not great. And I don't know, a lot of experienced kitchen staff is either quitting or they're not there anymore. So they've got new people. Do they know how to handle food? Do they know what they're supposed to do with the food? And especially with me having to be gluten-free, are they going to contaminate me and then I'm going to get sick? So we just stopped. We just stopped going out. The prices are so crazy. We were thinking tonight, to go out to breakfast is $40, but to eat in for breakfast is like less than $40. We can eat for almost a whole week on $40. Yeah. Okay. FYI, did you know we are the only country in the world that uses mostly pills and not plants? I did not know. Well, you know what? I kind of do know that. It's City Girl Homestead. Hi, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Oh, Nikki, hey, I'm glad you made it. So I think I'm going to start wrapping up. I'll be out of here in about 3 minutes. So if anybody has any last minute things that they want to say, any burning desires, get it up in the chat and I will do a shout out really quickly. I really appreciate the super chats, you guys. I love you so much. And if you have the extra to send to the troops, of course, we always appreciate that. But honestly, if you don't feel bad. Just leave a message for the troops on the community post on Thursday. And then next Saturday night, I'll be up in the chat live and doing messages to the soldiers, which you can leave at that time, and I'll read all of them. I think I'm going to try to set it up in front of our little Christmas tree, and we have matching jammies, and Tater has matching pajamas with us. So I'm so excited for him because he has little matching pajamas with mom and dad. So no updates on the new puppy as of the moment. Oh, Michelle J, win of the week, vacuum sealed some beans and rice and got up our Christmas decor. That's awesome. I went to Chipotle and got a bowl, $14, never again. When the bowl cracked $12, I learned how to make it myself. And you know what? It's not that hard to make their pork. There's copycat recipes all over the internet. Takeout food is overrated and super expensive, not worth it anymore. You're absolutely correct. We made a delicious pork chop dish tonight. I was in and out of the kitchen in 10 minutes, and then it baked in the oven. We took it out. There was hardly no mess. So, and the whole meal came in at $10.50. Not only did we have enough for us to eat tonight, we had enough for dinner on Tuesday night and lunch on Wednesday. So 6 servings. Let's see. My grandson gave out sweets to police and the fire department and the homeless. Oh, that's awesome. That's definitely a win of the week. My fail. Oh my gosh, almost burned the biscotti. Well, we can't have burned biscotti up in here. And thank you for reminding people to hit the like button because YouTube really likes that when you hit the like button. Let's see. Oh, Kathy, I'm glad you made it. Thank you so much for saying hello. And Sherry, thank you for blessing everybody. And we hope you have a blessed week as well. Ban everything. I sowed 8 different types from some of my bulk cold tolerant seeds before my lawn. Okay. Radishes, turnip, beet, spinach, mustard, collards, and kohlrabi. Awesome. We've got some really good collards out in the garden right now. They are loving these cooler temperatures. Okay. Got everything wrapped. Hubby baked a zillion cookies, ready for a massive cold headed our way. Okay. Yeah, we don't go out. We don't do that. We have a company dinner coming up, which I cannot wait to post a picture of me in my dress because it's really pretty. But anyway, such a girl. But anyway, I'm super excited, and it's a free dinner for us, and it's a really fancy place too. All right. I'm not going to read those because you guys are having a really good conversation and I'm proud of you. And you guys are having an open exchange and I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Exchanging information. I got a small sub, chips and a drink and a brownie and it was $18. Oh my gosh, $18. Oh, you made your favorite B-Day dinner last night. That's awesome. I know I got the cube steak. My son loves country fried steak and I make them for him every year since he probably was 3 years old. And I got it. It was on sale and put it in the freezer for him because I wasn't sure what country fried steak was going to cost by the time we got to it. I know. I'm so excited for strawberry season. Yum, yum, yum. And that'll be right around Valentine's Day here in Florida. Oh, win of the week. There was a super large tack something. And I saw it on the floor. Oh my gosh. God was watching out for me. So there was a super long tack sticking out of the floor. Oh my goodness. Hey, it's Steve. Hey, how you doing, buddy? I am so excited to see you. Yay. Tonight we were talking about the tripledemic, RSV, flu, and the big C, and basically the issues, the hiccups that we're having in the medical system. But it's time for me to go. It's time for me to go and hang out with Mr. B for a little while. Good night, everybody. And it is super snowy in Maine. You're right. Okay. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I really appreciate you being here. We're going to talk more on Wednesday about natural remedies and bolstering your immune system so that you either stay well or if you do get sick, you maybe just can ride it out a little better and keep your buns out of the hospital. So thank you again, and I'll see you Monday, Big's Homestead Kitchen, for another Meal Prep Sunday. Love y'all. Bye.